EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're on 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey. Four down.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
A run, it's Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
On the set. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep. Ready?
He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Who draw forfeit?
And they are going for it. Here's Hill being chased out left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Snap.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Hill. It's brought in by Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Hill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report for business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Jones has it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Hill, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get.
Third and long. It's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They snap it on fourth to Hill. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before break. Hill. And he's got it. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready, blue 80, black 25. I got you, punk. Ready, set.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. To throw again is Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Ready? We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Hill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now Hill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Hill looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Crawford. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. 25. Hey, bye-bye. Get up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
X3, 218, jump.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing on third and long. Hill looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Hill. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Man, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch it.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hill. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 28 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. A shotgun snap for Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
59, ready, 280. Check line 47. Check. Shit. Greystone, travel.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ryan wants to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Ready, 25. 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA